This book only has 5 projects, but every last one of them is amazing. I'm Michelle, this is my romantic tangle, and I cannot wait to tell you about Paint with Thread by Emillie Ferris. It is the most gorgeous eye candy on my sewing room bookshelf. And the very nice folks at David and Charles sent me a review copy to share with you. I love the idea of thread painting. I love the things artists are able to do. And I keep looking at books and I keep adding books to my shelf. And I keep saying this may be the one, but this is the one. The book itself is glorious. It is hardback. It has the gold lettering. It has the best end papers. And it's stitched, so it's not going to fall apart because glue. Like I said, there are only 5 projects, but they are gorgeous. And each project has 30 or 40 step-by-step photographs as the author walks you through the process. This is like taking a class, and the photography is just glorious. I love everything about this book. So let's look at the project. She talks about transferring the patterns, about how to do the stitches. It is extremely detailed. So the first project is probably the simplest in the book, and it's called Dandelion. Look at that dandelion puff. I want to stitch this just for the texture. And like I said, there are so many pictures. There is so much detail, and on the dandelion she gives you a suggestion for how to reduce the colors on the leaves to make it use less thread and be a faster stitch. These call for DMC. They're only around 18 colors a project for most of them. Look at Sunflower. Just, can you see why I'm swooning? That whole center is French knots, and I love this enough that I am going to screw up my courage and learn to love French knots enough to stitch this thing, because it is glorious. Here's Mushroom. And just to give you an idea, look at the texture on those leaves and how carefully the book tells you how to do it. These don't... I don't want to say these are easy or for beginners, but I think that she gives you enough to make it achievable. Look at Robin. She does comment on doing some of the other berries in a different color. She simplified the color list by using threads in the background that she had used in the main section with the bird. And look at Honeybee. I want these framed and hanging on my walls. I want to be able to look at them and say I stitched that. Can you believe this bee is only 18 colors? These just seem within the realm of possibility that they could be done. There are finishing instructions, and in the back of the book, these are perforated pages with iron-on transfers. There is no way that I would actually rip pages out of this book. I know enough other techniques for how to transfer the image onto fabric. I am smitten. I am in love. I want to stitch literally everything in this book. There's nothing in it I don't like. What do you think? Have you done thread painting? Do you have any tips for me? Because I am going to tackle this, and it's going to be sooner rather than later. And I know I've said this before, but look at the bee. Thanks for watching. I'm Michelle. This is my romantic tangle. I've got a whole list of books that are on my sewing room bookshelf. I'll put the link in the corner if you want to look at those, and I'll be back with more videos soon.